Chow Down Chow or Random Gaming, depending on what you're watching.
All right. This is the most ghetto version of doing an intro. It's just to play it out on my phone. This is the step we fall into after a rough 2020, right? Well, we're finally back. I'm finally back. It's been a while since I recorded anything. Today, though, this is a very special edition of the MMA show. I got my, what will we call you? Our field correspondent, technically my employee, Ryan.
I'm the Ariel Helwani of the
You're the Ariel
Chow
Helwani.
Show.
The Asian Ariel Helwani. But yeah, so we got Ryan back with us, and we're just going to do a quick review. Well, not a review, a preview of the Fight Island cards. First card happening tomorrow. I'm trying to get this up right away, like after we're done. Holloway, Kattar. So we're going to do previewing the cards, and then we're going to go through just some of the questions we want to ask about what's going to happen in 2021. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Tomorrow, the first ever UFC card on ABC. I don't know if you heard about this. It's a big deal, right? On network television, first time ABC aired any sort of US MMA event, and the first time ABC did any combat sports since 1970 something, when boxing was on tape delay, right? So it's a big deal. So let's jump into it. Holloway Kattar, what are your feelings about the main event? We're just going to jump straight into the main event. What do you see happening?
Ooh, okay. Just to answer the big question is who's gonna win? I'd probably have my money on Holloway, right? He's the uncrowned king. Obviously, they're not gonna make him fight Volkanovski a third time. I thought he won at least the second fight, and I just think I don't know. Kattar's his resume doesn't match up close at all to Kattar Holloway's, right? Yeah, Jeremy Stevens, who the fuck is that guy?
No, I feel though, but the thing about Kelvin Kattar is that Holloway's a stand-up fighter, right? He's not gonna try to take Kattar down and submit him. That's not his game.
They're both stand-up fighters, though, right?
Exactly. He could submit you, but he wouldn't, right? He would prefer to strike. But the thing is, when it comes to striking, I think Kelvin Kattar has one of the best pure boxing games in the sport. You go back to his fight with Shane Burgos, or his fight with even Dan Ige. He is so sharp. The 1-2. I don't know. I'm smelling an upset here. Again, this is one of those instances where I really like one of the fighters. I'm obviously biased against Kattar. I really like Max. I want him to win. But to me, this is like a Ferguson Oliveira. I see a changing of the guards, and I see Kelvin Kattar moving on, and I see Kelvin Kattar fighting for the title within the year's end. I honestly believe that. He's so good. He's so good. His only losses were to
the Beat. Right?
Yeah, he lost to the Beat, and then he lost to Moicano. But that was when Moicano was better. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I guess we're differentiating ourselves right off the bat. You're taking Holloway. I'm taking Kattar. Let's see. What, you gonna give me $50 if Kattar wins? No.
What's the over under?
So right now the betting line is Holloway's a -160, so that's slight favorite, very slight favorite. I don't know. Holloway could win. I think it's a toss up, but I'm smelling an upset. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. Kattar's boxing is something you can't like just overlook easily,
Yeah.
right? Like he's got some
Yeah.
heavy fucking hands, right? Like he doesn't need to land that many shots. I feel he really
That's true.
he puts everything behind those shots, right?
That's true.
But I feel like Holloway's experience and like his speed might be able to like deflect a lot of that. But yeah, if he gets caught, then it could be bad, right? This is a 5-round fight, right?
It is a 5-round fight. So how about this? Let's say if Max does win, where do you see him going from here? Because he's not going to fight Volkanovski a third time. We know Dana said Brian Ortega's challenging for the title later this year. That's an interesting fight. It's a very interesting fight. But where do you see Max go from here? Do you think he needs another fight, or maybe like wait for the winner of Volkanovski Ortega?
Yeah, I guess we just gotta hope Ortega wins that, right? So then Max could, that puts Dana in sort of a tricky spot. But I mean, yeah, if Volkanovski wins, then I guess you just get a third fight, which would probably be like the first one ever in MMA history. 3 fights.
I know. Yeah, especially coming off of 2 losses, right? If it's 1-1, then sure, you go for a third one. But it's 2 straight losses for Max. So I think the best scenario for Max is if Brian Ortega wins that fight. Because Brian Ortega already lost to Max once. So that would be a compelling rematch.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. But if Volkanovski wins, then I think Max needs another fight. Maybe someone like the Beast.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because like his second fight was like pretty debatable, right? Like everybody, Dana thought that they just like fucking just like why he doesn't have to prove himself anymore.
Yeah, he might pull like a Jose Aldo. Remember how he fought for the bantamweight title with a loss? Like he lost to Marlon Moraes and then he fought Peter Young. So this could be the same thing. Like just gonna throw him in there, and when reporters throw questions at Dana, he'll just be like, whatever. Like this is my league. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Right?
Yeah, fuck the judges, man. Fuck the
judges.
He
can't. So, all right. So interesting fight. I think this is definitely. I see this as the number 1 contender fight for the featherweight division. I think that's pretty fair to say at the moment. Yeah. So let's move on to the rest of the card. Just judging from the main card, it's a pretty good fight. You know, the bottom half of the main card, we got Joaquin Buckley coming back, fighting Alessio Di Chirico, who's also a very good fighter, big dude. We got Santiago Ponzinibbio. I don't know if you know him all that much. He's coming back. He is coming back from a very long layoff. He used to be the number 7th ranked welterweight in the world when he left. So he's coming back after like a 3-year layoff. So I'm looking forward to see how he looks in the cage. And we got Matt Brown, Carlos Condit in the co-main event. That's just like a throwback nostalgia fight, right? Just 2 old dudes going at it. That's always fun. I think the loser of that fight is probably going to get cut from the UFC or retire. I think very likely. So we're probably going to get like a retirement thing out of it. But I don't really want to talk about all that fights. I want to talk about Joaquin Buckley coming off of that viral knockout. Remember that like weird spinning back kick to the face, right? Yeah, everyone knows that. And then I don't know if you saw, he fought another time in 2020, and it was also a knockout. So he had 2 wins in 2020.
Oh, right. Yeah,
exactly.
The Beverly Hills Ninja. Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think his future will be? Do you think he's going to make a real splash in he's middleweight in the middleweight division this year? Do you think he has what it takes?
I honestly have to say it's like his like crazy knockout might have just been like a one-off thing, right? Because people forget that right before that he got like mouthpiece flying out of his mouth knocked out by Kevin Holland, right? People don't remember that, but so he might have like a range issue. But I guess Holland is probably more of a lanky guy in that division, anyways. So, but he might have a range issue.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Joaquin's just like stockier. He's smaller. He's stockier. He has to get inside people's range. But like you said, I think he's more of like a flashy knockout type guy that will probably like. I think he can make it to the top 15 with a couple wins because he has like spectacular finishes. But right now, I don't see him having what it takes to like challenge that upper echelon, right? Because Kevin Holland to me is like right up there. Like Kevin Holland to me is like top 10, top 5. I think he's speaking of Kevin Holland. Dana said he's fighting Marvin. No, not Marvin, but Derek Brunson. He's fighting Derek Brunson next.
Yeah, yeah.
So that should be a good fight. It's I don't know. I don't know what would happen in that fight. Derek Brunson to me is very interesting. But yeah, like I agree with you that Joaquin Buckley right now is still not good enough. Rest of the card.
Yeah, and also to add, his last fight with I forgot his name, Beverly Hills Ninja, right? The Ninja was undefeated, but it was actually only because he had no contest, like taken off his record, because the guy who knocked him out, was tested positive for pot, right? So he might not have like the best chin.
That is true. I agree with that. And
so it might mean that Buckley's record is somewhat inflated. Yes,
could be, definitely could be. But speaking of pot, I don't know if you heard the news, but UFC has removed pot from being an offense. Which bodes well for your future career as a UFC fighter, right? You're fighting the bantamweight division. The Diaz brother, the Asian Diaz brother, smoking pot on stage.
Just right before every fight, I just go in blazed up.
I know.
Just like Mike Tyson. Right?
Yeah,
Mike Tyson went in there, toked up.
Yeah. No, just like Nick Diaz. So many fights like right after pot for pot, and no contest, like a bunch of no contests on your resume. I know I'm kind of jumping around a lot, but speaking of Diaz, Dana recently announced him. There was an interview. I don't know if you see it.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was very cryptic. He's like, we're working on something for Nate Diaz, and he's coming back down to 155, which to me was a completely like a shocking thing to hear. I don't think he was ever going to make 155 again, but I guess he is. Who do you think would make sense for Nate Diaz at 155, and why do you think he is doing that? You know what I mean? Like, why is he moving down?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't remember. What was his last fight at lightweight? I know he just fought Jorge at like welterweight. I don't remember his last lightweight.
Michael Johnson, maybe? No, he fought McGregor at 170.
Oh, he did?
So it was right before that, yeah. It might be Michael Johnson. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Michael Johnson. And then he went on to fight McGregor twice at 170. And then he fought Masvidal at 170. So, and Pettis before Masvidal. I don't think he was ever making 155. But what I'm hearing is he might fight the winner of the Hooker Chandler fight. Is what I'm hearing.
Oh, that might make sense. Yeah.
And what I think what the UFC's plan is, this is what I'm thinking. This is complete speculation, but I think it makes sense to me. So we got CONOR and Poirier fighting, right? Let's say if CONOR wins. If CONOR wins, and then let's say Diaz wins against like a Hooker or something like that, he gets one win in the lightweight division. You do Diaz McGregor 3 for the lightweight title. That would be bonkers. That would be 3 million pay-per-view buys for sure.
Yeah, I'd be down for that because you got that 1-1 record.
Exactly, and but I don't know. Like, I don't know. The lightweight division is very weird because we got Khabib, who knows if he's fighting again or not. Like, I truly have no idea. So, could we have a title fight in the near future, or does everything still have to go through him? I don't know, but Nate Diaz definitely looking out for, definitely looking out for what the UFC has in plans for him. I don't think he's making 155. I'm telling you right now. I think he's gonna weigh in like overweight, and everything's gonna be canceled.
Who? Nate?
Nate Diaz, yeah.
I mean, it is hard to make weight when you get older. Yeah, and he hasn't fought in a while. Plus, he's been fighting at 170.
Yeah.
But
and
I think that's his only option, though.
You know?
Yeah, the munchies.
The munchies. Pot doesn't help.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So we can wrap up the first card there. Holloway Kattar. I'm excited. I'm gonna be watching. It's at a weird start time, but you know, a perfect way to spend your Saturday afternoon, anyways, right? There's not much going on, anyways. Because right now it seems like, especially in LA, if you step out, you're gonna get COVID.
Yeah, it's like 1 in 3 or something.
Yeah.
Wait, what time is the card? It's not like
it's
7...
like no. It's at like noon. It's at noon.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, it's at noon. It's 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. You might have to get up early for that one, right? Or the as the Asian
I've been waiting at 6.
Helwani.
Damn, all right.
No, as the Asian Ariel Helwani, you gotta be up on this thing. You gotta get Twitter finger ready. You gotta get ready. I want to see your name pop up on the broadcast. Like, you know, they have the tweets like at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? Ryan Leon, like,
it's a little verified on my
29. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next card, which was supposed to be Hamza versus Leon Edwards, but I think Hamza pulled out, so now they pulled the co-main to fill it up. So it's Chiesa Magny, Michael Chiesa versus Neil Magny. And to me, the card was like pretty good, especially with Hamza and Leon. That's a great fight. Like, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
But now it's Chiesa Magny, and it sort of becomes it's like
lackluster.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a whatever card. But what do you think is going to happen to the main event? I'm sure you saw Neil Magny plenty of times. 2020, he fought he fought Robbie Lawler, right? I'm pretty sure he fought Robbie Lawler. Yeah. So he fought Robbie Lawler. Yeah. Michael Chiesa hasn't fought in a while. His last fight was against RDA in a decision at 170. That was like 2 years ago, a year and a half maybe. So what do you think? Who's gonna take this, and what does this mean for the division? I think they're both ranked like 5 to 10, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. I think a big factor will be like the difference in ring rust, right? Magny's been super active. Chiesa is, what you said, 2 years. So I haven't actually seen Chiesa really fight. Might have been before I started watching, so I can't really call it based off experience. But we can take a look at their physical dimensions and see like how the matchup would look.
Yeah. So Magny's slightly taller, but I think Chiesa is really known as a grappler. He's sort of that stereotypical grind you out wrestler. So that to me plays into Magny's hand, because if you've seen Magny fight, he's like a Colby Covington. He's like not like gas tank, right? He doesn't put you to sleep. He doesn't really like knock you out, but he just peppers you with shots and he grinds out the decision. So this fight right here, to me, this will go to the distance, like no doubt, because none of them really have like that finishing instinct, and I think it's a toss up.
That's what grapplers do, though, right?
That is true. I don't know who will win, because the betting line is also like basically a toss up. I don't know who will win. I don't really think this does much in the welterweight division, because the winner will probably get I don't know who else is in that like upper echelon. Like the winner of this could get like a Tyron Woodley if he wants to fight again. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be like covering. I don't think he got cut. No,
Woodley?
Former champion. No, he didn't get cut, did he?
I don't know. Maybe I was watching some Esquire news or something.
No, he didn't get cut.
I think he was on the chopping block, though. Okay.
Dude, so I think the winner of this fight could get a Tyron Woodley. But, yeah, this card is just whatever. Who else do we have? Really no one that I want to talk about. We have really no one. Ricky Simone, Omar Yakhmedov, Tom Breeze, Munir Lazez. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm just saying, Dana, you gotta put some more juice on these cards, right? No, but
yeah, I only know Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne's good. This could be a good lead-in, though, to the topic I want to talk about is the welterweight division as a whole. Speaking of Neil Magny and Michael Chiesa, we know we got Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal coming up, right?
Yeah.
And we also have Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns coming up in February. So let's say we can do a preview later on of Kamaru Burns. Just based on your predictions, how do you think this decision will play out? Who do you think, is going to fight next for the title? And who do you think is going to be the champion once 2021 comes to an end?
Okay. In regards to the champion, I think Burns definitely has a shot, right? He's been getting better. People have been saying. I mean, but he also fought like an out the door Woodley, right?
That is true.
So maybe that is something that would go against the thesis that he might become champion. Usman's also, I mean, you can't knock Usman, right? He's super dominant. He's got the foot stomps, right? Secret weapon.
Secret weapon, bro.
Yeah, trip you up and shit.
I know,
but I think Jorge though probably has some problems with Covington. There's rumors that he's been trying to dodge that fight. I don't know how true they are, but Covington is solid.
Oh, Covington's really good, and I think Covington has the style to give Jorge trouble. Because what is Jorge Masvidal? He's a great striker, right? He's very explosive. He has explosive strikes. He can knock you out, right, for sure. But he does sort of get gassed in fights. We've seen it with Nate Diaz coming round 4. He's getting a little slower. He was getting tired, and we've seen it in the Kamaru Usman fight, right? He was putting up a fight first 3 rounds, and then he just got toe stomped to death in the last 2. Got pushed up against the fence. So I think,
but he was not cardio ready, right? He was
I do get that, but I think
a couple days notice.
Plus, I like Colby, so maybe I'm a little biased in that. I think Colby Covington should take that fight as long as it hit 3rd round. I think Covington wins. But if it ends in the first 2, I think Masvidal probably has the better shot to put Covington out. But so if Covington wins, and by the way, I totally agree with what you said with Burns. I think he fought twice in 2020. First was Damian Maia, who's old and does one thing, right? He does one thing, does it super well, but he does one thing. Second, he fought an out of the door Woodley. We've seen Tyron Woodley. He's not gonna win anymore against the top guys. He's just not going to. So that got him a title shot. I don't think he's on Kamaru's level. I think it's gonna be easy. I think Kamaru's gonna take him down, grind him out, and probably be a dominant decision or something like that. We'll see, but that's what I believe. So I think Kamaru wins. I think Covington wins, and then we're gonna get one of my personal most anticipated fights, Usman Covington 2, because the first fight, were we watching? I feel like we were watching the first fight together. No, we were not.
I remember I watched it in my apartment with Jesse.
Okay, but it was super good. It was a great fight, and because of the bad blood, the tension in the air, it was so compelling. I would love to see it again. I think that's what we're leading to. And this is my bold prediction for the welterweight division. This time next year, so 2022, Colby Covington, welterweight champion. He's going to cause all types of havoc. Trump's going to be out of the White House, but he's still going to go visit him at Trump Tower, bring him his UFC belt, talking all kinds of mess with Kamaru. Dude, I can't wait. It's going to make it so fun. I love him. Favorite fighter?
I don't know, man. I don't know if Covington's got. I mean, yeah, I think Covington might have learned his lesson and not to like talk too much shit right before the fight, because then you got a super motivated Usman right before.
That is true.
But also, I do think Covington will do better than Burns, though. If you take like the common denominator, which is Woodley, I think Covington like grinded Woodley more than Burns did.
That is true.
So
that is true.
Yeah, I think he has that shot. Yeah, and also a great fight for Dana to make.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you think by this time next year? You think Kamaru's still gonna hold the belt?
I mean, he's also pretty young, right? And I feel like his body type is just like it's very athletic, right? He's like got heavy hands.
Bro, he's shredded.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a welterweight.
He does not.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Look like. He is so buff. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past him if he, used a little EPO or some shit. Because I'm telling you, that just does not look natural. Yeah. But
taking some tips from Dillashaw.
Yeah, good for him. Now we can talk about Dillashaw later. I think that's a very interesting topic. Who should he fight when he comes back? But
I heard there's talks with Aldo. But
Aldo could be good. But Aldo's been looking pretty solid recently. But a lot of people want to fight Dillashaw. Like, I don't know who else.
I think that's
Cejudo maybe, but I've heard what was his name?
Let's come back to flyweight.
No, I'm talking about bantamweight. So like, Sandhagen
Garbrandt?
maybe. Garbrandt. Garbrandt already lost to him twice though. That's the thing. So.
Shit, yeah.
No point of having a third fight. I've heard if Figueiredo defeats Moreno, Garbrandt will be next for the flyweight title. Yeah, Garbrandt.
I don't know if Garbrandt can make. I don't think Garbrandt can make 125.
You don't think so?
He's pretty big for a bantamweight.
I don't know. Maybe he won't. That's the same thing that happened to Dillashaw. Dillashaw tried to cut down to 125, so he went on the EPO. And he got caught. Got knocked out by Cejudo too. This is a bad night for that was actually the first card on ESPN. Strangely enough. Anyways. All right, so done with that.
Was the first card?
Magny. Yeah, that was the first ever card on ESPN, like 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, like Cejudo, Dillashaw. That was like the first card.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, all right, moving on to the whole deal of why we came to Fight Island was McGregor Poirier. Let's just, let's just go into it. So let's take the two fights at the top. We got Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler. We got Poirier, McGregor. What do you think is going to shape out at the end of the night?
Okay, first I'll say like what I want to happen. I would like to think that if Hooker wins, then that just shows that UFC is like the better MMA organization than over Bellator, because it would mean that what I've been watching this whole time has actually been like a more of an elite athletic like league. Let me turn my light on. Hold on. Also, I think it's just a bad matchup for Chandler. Right? Chandler's a smaller lightweight. Hooker's a huge lightweight.
So, he is, yeah.
I think Chandler's even gone on to say that like he thinks it's a worse matchup for him than AG or Ferguson as his like first intro.
I agree with that because Hooker's long. He's very good with the striking ranges, and Chandler's more of a explosive puncher or a wrestler. Like he's one of those Tyron Woodley types. Like he'll hit you with a big right hand, you'll get knocked out, or he's gonna try to wrestle you. Dan Hooker's got great takedown defense, and he's like great at like long range striking, right? I don't know. I agree. I totally agree with you there. I see Dan Hooker winning by like a TKO round 4, or not round. There's only 3 rounds. Yeah, maybe like a decision or a TKO third round, something like that. But I see Hooker winning. But we'll see. Maybe Michael Chandler prove us all wrong, get like a first round knockout over Dan Hooker and call out Conor McGregor. Who knows, right? But we'll see. It's a mystery, and that's what makes it fun. Going on to the main event. Who you got? Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. I cannot wait.
Shit. I feel like it's hard to gauge where McGregor's at right now, since like his last competition, Cerrone, is a little dubious,
a little iffy,
right? But I still have I still trust the Irish King to get the job done. Just do but also like it's also hard to analyze the matchup because the first fight was so quick, right? And also it's hard to translate it since it was such a long time ago. Dustin's a very different fighter. I think he has like some ramp up time that he needs to get past before he really gets going. But I don't know. Dustin's chin might be a little rusty, right? He did say he got knocked out by a Hooker, like briefly, right?
Yeah. So you got Conor McGregor. I think that's correct.
I hope El Diamante comes out on top though.
Oh really?
I like the I hope he does.
So this is what my gut tells me is going to happen. And this is also what I want to happen. First off, I really like Dustin Poirier. I think he's a great fighter. Every time he fights, it's like a flat out war, must see fight. By the way, UFC posted him and Justin Gaethje free fight. Definitely watch that. That was an insane fight.
I've seen the ending like at least probably 4 times.
Yeah, it's on you. The whole fight's on YouTube. It's insane. It's great. But yeah,
slobber knocker.
Exactly. So I like Dustin Poirier. However, I think Dustin Poirier. I don't think he can handle sort of all the noise that Conor McGregor brings. You know, fighting Conor does something weird to people. Like people start doubting themselves and they sort of just get knocked out real quick because they don't think they can take his shots, or they get angry like Jose Aldo, right? So I think McGregor is going to knock him out. I'm calling it first 2 minutes. It's going to be over in the first 2 minutes. McGregor's going to knock him out, and then he's going to get on the mic. He's going to call out Khabib. Or he's going to call out Nate Diaz. The world goes crazy. That would be the best for business and the best for all the fans. Because when Conor's back on top, it's just better. It's just special. You know what I mean? So if Poirier wins, Conor will probably like go into hiding again for like the next year, and then Poirier will go on to fight like a Charles Gaethje, exactly, like a winner of Oliveira Gaethje, and it's just boring, you know. I want Conor McGregor to go on a mic and just be like, I can fight Manny Pacquiao this week and fight like Khabib next week. I'll win both fights, you know. I want him to get on the mic to call for the title shot. I think that's best for business, and I think that's best for fans. That's what I want to happen in my heart. But again, that's what I think will happen. I think it's either going to be a quick McGregor knockout or like a 5-round fight where Poirier is going to grind out the decision. I think. I don't know. I want McGregor to win, though.
Bringing up fight nerves, though, I don't know. I think isn't fans are not going to be in the building until like what, March or something? Is it before or after the fight?
No, so I've heard they're going to have like a couple thousand fans in Abu Dhabi, like a very small amount,
Okay.
But yeah, there's not going to be like a huge crowd there. I don't know. I can't wait. I'll be honest with you. we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anytime Conor is fighting, the sport just seems bigger. You know what I mean? Like First Take. I don't know if you know the show. It's like a sports talk show. I don't know if you watch it. It's like the sports talk show. They've been like having like DC on. They had Dana White on. Like usually they don't touch MMA. Like, it's been a year since they talked about MMA, and last time they talked about it was Conor Cowboy. You know what I mean? Like every time Conor
Stephen
fights,
Smith.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. Like,
oh yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah. Whenever Conor fights, it just feels bigger. All right. Anyways, so predictions: you got Conor, I got Conor. You got Hooker, I got Hooker. So
yeah,
we're in agreement there.
We 2 for 2. It has to come true, right?
It has to come true.
That's probably what the betting odds looks like.
Let's see. So Conor's a -300 favorite. Hooker's only -141, so slight favorite. What do you think?
I think.
Let me pose this question to you, because I know we've sort of gone for a while already. We could start wrapping this up by saying, what do you think will happen to the lightweight division this time next year? Who's going to be champion?
There's so many like potential takers of the crown, you know?
Yeah.
Like you literally got like four potential champions, right? And I don't know if McGregor Diaz is in the cards, because Diaz is like kind of floating off in the welterweight division, coming back like to get a title like right after that. Also, you have to think about RDA, right? RDA is, now that Khabib's gone, RDA is pretty dominant. Yeah,
that is
and
true.
also
that is true.
Fucking shit.
You got a lot of sharks.
Magomed.
Khabib?
Khabib's boy.
Islam Makhachev?
Yeah, he's like undefeated pretty much, right? Except for like one like just minor thing.
I know, there's so many good people, but my prediction is, I think the best fighter in that division right now is Charles Oliveira. After what he did to Tony Ferguson, I don't think anyone can touch him. Like, think about it. His wrestling, he took Ferguson down like it was nothing. So he could wrestle for sure. So if you want to take him down, try. You can't, first of all, you can't take him down because he'll choke you out like no one could ever do, right? So you can't take him down. All right, you can't take him down. What are you going to do? He can take you down. You're going to stand with him? He's like great on the feet, you know? So,
yeah,
I don't know. He's a complete package. He, to me, is the ideal
I think I have to agree with that.
martial artist. You know?
Yeah, I mean, leading the entire UFC in submissions, like, shit, right?
I know. Like, what would be your ideal UFC fighter? To me, Charles Oliveira is someone who can, like, strike really, really well. Like, if you want to take him down, he'll, like, choke you out. That, to me, is, like, the perfect combination. So, that's my prediction. And you, what is your prediction? I want to hear your name. Who do you think is going to hold the belt this time next year?
Shit.
Just go with some crazy. Go with some crazy.
Okay.
Nate Diaz or something.
I mean, I do got love for Stockton, right? But
Stockton, baby.
I feel like even if McGregor wins the title, he's not going to defend it. So, like, by 2022, he might already be out, right?
Michael Chandler?
Honestly, Oliveira. Shit. I don't think Chandler's gonna beat Hooker, so I don't see like the path for him, right? Because like imagine, because if Chandler's like gonna use his wrestling, imagine like him trying to pick up Hooker by the waist, right? He's gonna have to lift him up like super high if you're gonna like get Hooker's feet off the ground. So it's just like with that whole part of his game plan like out of play, I don't know. Don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, fuck. I think Gaethje might have a good shot too.
Oh, Gaethje. Okay.
Yeah. Gaethje Oliveira, I think, is actually very kind of because
even.
And Oliveira's striking is it's good, but I mean, he was fighting Kevin Lee.
You're like nights out, right?
Exactly.
It's different. It's different because Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee, they don't like knock you out. Like Tony Ferguson doesn't knock you out, but Justin Gaethje, you get touched, bro.
Yeah.
He'll be out.
Yeah.
He'll be out. That's a good fight.
Did you think Gaethje won the first round of his fight with Khabib?
I think so. I don't know why people are saying he
I
got
thought so too.
dominated. I thought he did like okay. You know what I mean?
Like apparently Khabib won by the numbers too. But Gaethje did land some like good shots.
Oh yeah, I think. He did. By the way, Khabib has a chance because he hit him hard, and those leg kicks. Like I thought Gaethje was doing damage on the legs. I thought like 5 more leg kicks, Khabib would have been done. Like for real. So I don't think he got like completely dominated, but it looks like that because he got choked out in like 3 seconds in the second round. So but Khabib is so good. Like the way he transitions on the ground into that triangle, I was like absolutely beautiful, insane.
He even like caught his toes on the cage, his broken toes, and he's still able to complete it. It's crazy. And
lock it up.
He slept it in like 3 seconds. Like
I know.
A lot of people like in triangles, like they're kind of like they can squirm out a little bit, but like Gaethje was done. He was tapped in.
I thought he was probably tired too, so he was like breathing heavy.
Yeah, the pressure. Yeah,
exactly. But okay, so I guess I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira. You can go with Justin Gaethje. We'll see whose predictions hold true.
Yeah. So they're both fighters that I think they're transforming their like style a little bit.
They are. Right. So let's end this with saying which champion, like this is the last question, which champion in the UFC do you think will drop their belt in 2021? Which champion has most likely dropped their belt? You can think on it, but I'm gonna go with mine first. I think it's Jan Blachowicz because I never thought he had what it takes to like dominate the division, and he's fighting Izzy. I think Izzy takes the belt off him. I think it's over. But
I see, but Izzy's not even like I don't think he's bulking up though either. That could be kind of weird.
But the thing is, he's so good and he's so fast though. Like Jan's like slow. He's not even fast with light heavyweight fingers. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I think Izzy takes the belt off him.
Going off that same vein though of like champions moving up, I think Stipe might he's gotta do some extra preparation for a bulked up fucking
John Jones.
John Jones, yeah. Also after Ngannou.
Yeah, do you think he's gonna even? Yeah, do you think he's even gonna get through Ngannou? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ngannou's scary. Like, remember when we watched the Rosenstrike fight? Like, it's like you can't get touched.
Yeah.
If you get touched, you're done.
You only need one. You just got dynamite in that.
Dude, bro. He's so jacked and he swings like there's no tomorrow. It's insane. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to that fight though. What?
I think Shevchenko in the women's division, Shevchenko and Nunes is a lock, but you think Rose can
Nunes
do something against Weili?
Weili? I don't know. That's a very close fight. That's a very close fight. I don't know. I don't want to call it. I think it's close. I think it depends on how good, like what version of Rose shows up. Because Weili's a killer, but Rose is also a killer.
That's all you.
But you know what? I'm Asian, so I'm gonna go with my homegirl Weili. I think Weili's gonna be a champion next year as well. She's not going anywhere. I'm gonna fly to China. I'm gonna speak to her in our native tongues. I'm gonna be the Chinese Ariel Helwani, running the biggest MMA Chinese channel there is. I don't know. I've been wanting to do sort of like a Chinese podcast, sort of get my range of audiences, spread it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go global.
Start practicing.
Yeah.
Start practicing my correspondence. Start asking your parents if you could practice speaking Cantonese. You'll be my Cantonese correspondent.
Shit. I mean, I remember Weili's translator wasn't even that great at.
Oh, he's so horrible. So, it was cringy.
It was so sad.
It was very cringy.
Yeah.
No.
He apologized.
I know.
And I think Joe was like, "Get it together, bro."
I know, it's so cringy. No, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna start doing a Chinese podcast. Before you know it, Dana's gonna invite me to next event out in China, because that's what I've heard. They're trying to do Weili Rose in Asia arena.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. So, dude,
Good.
invite me there, man. I'm telling you, this a year later, I'm gonna be quitting my job to do MMA media full time. I'll be flying out to Fight Island. You know,
dude, that would be actually the dream. Just to
dude, that would be the best job. That would be the best job in the world. Like,
yeah,
being a sports journalist and just in general is just the best job in the world. I don't know, to me at least. Hey, it doesn't beat working at Bloomberg though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I love working at Bloomberg.
Yeah, working for the mayor. I don't know, man. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that about wraps it up. Again, thank you for joining me, Ryan. I will post the episode up real quick. Again, you can watch all this on YouTube. If you want to listen to the audio, we got Apple Podcasts, we got Spotify, we got all of it. All right. About to monetize this shit and just make money off this so I can quit my job.
Smash that like button for the algorithms.
Exactly. Smash that like button. Follow us for more MMA picks. This is the best source of the predictions. We're gonna go 100% on this one. I'm telling you, all our predictions are gonna come true.
Yep. Dana White better. He's gonna catch on to this channel eventually.
Oh, he has to. He has to. You know, we're gonna make him so much money.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. Say bye to the viewers.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Congratulations! You've made it through the video. Now, go subscribe to all the links down below, comment, and hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next one.